Light my stove. That's just to keep me warm. So, how you guys doing? I'm impressed you all got up this morning and came out and faced the cold. Thank you. Because it's never normally cold here, is it?
Oh no.
Alright, what I need to do first is get this water somewhere up near the boil. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful little Prince Edward Island potatoes. Have you all cooked with them before?
Yeah.
No. They're bloody delicious. I was expecting to find nice lobsters and good mussels and some good oysters, but I wasn't expecting incredible potatoes. But what I'm going to do is show you how to make a really simple potato dish, right? You're like, great, we came out, faced the cold, and he's going to boil some spuds for us. Don't worry, it's going to get a lot more exciting. I put them into water. It doesn't matter if you put them into cold water, hot water, it doesn't matter. You're going to leave them for about 20 minutes. The only thing you add is a little bit of salt, right? And we get those going. So I've got to tell you, it's really exciting for me to come here. I remember the first time I read about this place, and I thought, what a chef's dream. They, they farm and they fish and they forage and they get all of these incredible ingredients. And that's sort of the first half of cooking, and then the second half, of course, is what you do with it when you get in the kitchen. And you've got this incredible culinary institute, which I met some of the guys from last night. And we did a big dinner together. So you've got this incredible culture as well. Really very exciting. Now, I thought what we'd do is, I know you're all a little bit sleepy, right? So I thought we'd try and get you in the mood first thing this morning. What do you think, Fred? Have you all met Stephen?
No.
Say hello, Steve. Steve came up with me from LA. Well, I actually came from Las Vegas because we're doing a show called Top Chef Masters. Has anyone seen that?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing that, and we're in the middle of the 4th season. So I had to sneak away from a couple of days. Who's been to Vegas? Do you know, it's a funny joint, Vegas, isn't it? I've seen a whole different side of it, because normally when I'm in Vegas, I'm doing what everyone else is doing, staying up late, drinking too much, gambling, all that sort of stuff. And now we're filming a show. So we have to start work at 6:30 in the morning and go to set, So you go down to the casino floor, 6:30, and there's girls who are walking like this. Because their high heels on all night long and their feet are so soft. And their dresses like they just barely cover their butts. I never thought I was a prude, but you get to Vegas and you're like, who are these people? Bizarre. The guys are trying to pick up my makeup artist as they walk past. It's wonderful. Alright, so look, who here can shuck a oyster? A lot of you. Who's got no idea? A lot of you. Okay, good. So why don't we have a little lesson on how to shuck some oysters? The only thing we need for that, Steve, is some oysters. Oh, good man. Okay, so there's a couple of different types of oyster knives, and basically, I'm 50, so gloves don't work. That's okay. Here, let me now, everybody pay attention, okay? You never know when it's going to come in handy. So you get yourself an oyster, you just give it a tap on the top. It's just polite to knock before you come in. And then down here at the hinge, what you're going to do, now you should use one of these gloves, because if you slip, you're going to go into your hand. But maybe put a cloth there. You just basically are going to go in here, just wiggle it around, right, in the hinge, like that, and then you give it a twist, left or right. I'm a lefty, so I go left. And you want to hear that pop, right, which didn't just happen with mine, but if you stay tuned, we might get there. So you just get that little pop like that, right? And then you've got to go on the side here and just gently, gently. Now remember, the oyster's stuck to both sides of the shell, right? So you've got to go in and cut through the top like this. Bloody hell, I better get this right, Steve. There's a lot of oyster aficionados over here. Alright, so you cut through the top there, and then you just need to go through here and cut through the bottom. Now the idea is, the oyster should just fall out of the shell. Right? Now if it doesn't fall out, it's still stuck to the bottom, you haven't done it right. How do I know this? Because yesterday I got a lesson by the oyster master. What's his name? Oh, bloody hell. Oyster Paddy? Do you know who that is?
Oh, I know who you mean.
Oyster Paddy's won the oyster shucking competition a couple of years in a row. He's even developed his own knives. And then you put it back into the oyster and you sit it upside down, right? So you've got the service side there, and then it's ready to eat. Now, personally, I just eat my oysters just like that. I don't put anything on them, I just eat them like that. But you can put a bit of lemon, or here I made a little jelly out of passion fruit. Right? So you could put a little bit of that on, and away you go. So, look, what I thought we'd do is we'd have a little oyster shucking competition.
Okay.
Have we got a couple of people that aren't going to cut themselves because my insurance isn't that good? I need somebody that's done this before.
We'll try.
And
I haven't done it.
yeah? Well, come on then.
Yeah.
I need one more. Should we have a bit of a girls against the boys? Have we got any fellas out there that know how to shuck an oyster? Yeah? Come on, mate. Up you come. Now, you're going to have to run around.